Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another Ford Focus ST. I say another because I reviewed one of these cars a good couple of months now. It was a tangerine orange or tangerine scream one. So yes, I wanted to actually review another one of these mainly because I'm looking to buy a new car, or a newer car basically, in the next couple of months, or couple of months I'd say, or a couple of weeks. And this is very, very in line with what I'm sort of looking for. So I'm looking for a hot hatch, 5 doors, fairly, big enough obviously for the 2 kids and that, decent boot, and as well it's obviously got the performance. So I thought I'll start with obviously a Ford Focus ST. It's usually a good benchmark to start from, obviously along with like a Golf GTI, etc. But yeah, anyway. So what is it? So it's a Ford Focus ST, but it's the ST2, so it hasn't got the full leather seats. It's got the half trim, so half leather basically, half cloth. 250 horsepower, 6-speed manual gearbox, which is really, really good, really engaging. Front wheel drive, 0 to 16 about 6.5 seconds. So it doesn't hang around. It's a decent amount of power, decent amount of performance you can get out of a fairly decent sized hot hatch as well. So yeah, so there is a slight difference between this one and the last one, in that this one has got a mount tune airbox, which sounds really, really good. And so if you can hear that, it growls, it really growls, and it's actually very reminiscent to the Mark II Ford Focus ST. Now a lot of people were obviously shocked when Ford announced that obviously they were going to release the Ford Focus ST, the new version of the Mark III, this version. However, it was going to have a 4-cylinder 2-litre engine. Obviously, if you do the Mark II had a 2.5 litre 5-pot engine, which is awesome. A really, really good engine, really powerful engine, very tunable. I mean, you've got cars out there got 600-700 horsepower. Yeah, it's absolutely mad. But yeah, so a lot of people were sort of put off by it, but it still sounds very, very good. And the biggest thing with this, between this and the Mark II, is that obviously it does return, quite a bit better, or quite, a lot better fuel economy wise. So the Mark II was sort of averaging around 20, low 20s, which is shocking, really. But then, I suppose you wouldn't have bought one of them for that sort of thing anyway. It's not a long distance type car, so yeah. But this one you can expect high 20s, even low 30s if you're driving fairly carefully, which again is, like I said, is a big, big increase based on the Mark II. Obviously, this is the first generation as well, where Ford decided to release it as a 4-door only, so you can't actually get the ST3 or ST Mark III as a 2-door coupe anymore. You can only get it as a 5-door hot hatch or hatchback. Boot is quite a bit smaller than the Mark II. It's got a 318 litres or something like that, and the previous one had about 470 odd. So it is quite a big, decrease in terms of size. Which is one of the factors I got to think about, I suppose. I regularly fill the boot on my Mark II Ford Focus. So it is one of those things to think about. Obviously, Golf, it's any of those, they've all got bigger boots. Audi A3, they've all got bigger boots than this. But I just think for the price point, you won't be able to get anywhere near the performance as well as the family-friendly environment that you get with this car. So, what's it like to drive? I'll stop babbling on about all the other bits and bobs and boot sizes and all that sort of rubbish you're probably not interested in right now. It's actually very, very good, very engaging. Steering's really, really good, I find, on these. Gearbox is awesome. Like I said, that growl is really, really good as well. Revs really, really pick up really quickly. There's not much turbo lag, and when I find the turbo comes on, it's very linear. It's very sort of gradual power release. You don't get any sort of instant scrabbling like an old school turbo car, which is really nice. But yeah, no, it really handles really well. These seats are awesome. They're bolstered. They're not massively bolstered though, but they are really, really nice sort of like sports seats. They're obviously made by Recaro, so you know what you expect. Damping, suspension wise, it is a bit, it's a bit rough in the edges here and there, but all in all, it rides pretty well. You know, considering on British roads there's a lot of potholes, etc., it does ride quite well. You don't really feel them that much. But yeah, I mean, it is a bit more stiffer than your usual sort of family hatch, etc., but like I said, it is a performance hot hatch at the end of the day, so what do you expect? But power release, this is second gear pull. Now you can really hear that growl, can't you? It sounds so cool. Yeah, and it's just easy as well. You can just chuck into high gear and then just cruise as well. It doesn't make any sort of sound. It's quite nice to drive. So I mean, price point wise, I'm looking at a car between 10 and 12 grand, something like that, and this one lands straight in. Now you can actually get them quite a bit cheaper than that as well. You can probably get them for about 9.5, depending on obviously year and mileage, etc. But yeah, so for me, you can see how this is a very, very appealing car. In terms of inside, interior wise, you know, decent amount of equipment based on, you know, price, etc. You get a CD player, you get your radio, you get all that sort of stuff. You get anyway, which is really good. You get aircon, heated windscreens, yeah, the usual type stuff. Visibility is actually very good as well. They've got big, massive mirrors, so which is quite nice as well. Again, nice little touch. You've got like here on the instrument cluster, well, on the dashboard. I'll show you guys. You've got sort of like a boost gauge, so a bit like on my previous review I did on the R-Bar. It's very similar. There's a boost gauge there, which gives you how much boost you're under when you're putting your throttle down, throttle, etc. Which, yeah, again, is quite a nice little touch. Very tunable cars. I mean, I may go down the tunable route. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, if you can get some fairly decent power out of them, considering. So 250 horsepower as standard. But yeah, you can't even see me right now, so that's great. Just going in a big wooded area. But yeah, 250 horsepower, but you can easily get 3.5 horsepower. I'm fairly simple with a few sort of add-on mods, you know, bolt-on mods, etc., which is really good. You know, air filters, etc., and intercoolers and exhausts and all that sort of stuff, and like a decent remap. So again, it's quite appealing as well. Just listen to that growl. Oh, it does sound very good. Sounds really, really cool. Really growls, really growls. And it's absolutely beautiful today as well. The roads are just perfect. Very quiet. Really go down the gears, really work the gearbox. It's a really engaging gearbox. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I sort of knew how good these cars were before I've driven before, etc., and read about them. They do get some decent reviews, so it's not surprising. But yeah, it's just nice to get hold of one now and again, drive them again. The other thing it's got as well, which you notice as well, is when you put your foot down, is it's got a electronic limited slip diff. So it's not a full mechanical one, but it's, you know, it's good enough for what the power it needs, etc. On the car. But you just feel it when you drop into third gear. It doesn't scrabble at all. The wheels sort of like lock, and you manage to put the tower down quite easily, which again is quite nice. You know, on the older sort of hot hatches, you didn't have anything like that, and therefore you get a lot of torque steer, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But yeah. No, really good car again for that price point. Really impressed. We'll see how it goes. I've got a couple more reviews to do on similar sort of cars in this price bracket, and I'll let you guys know what I think. But yeah, anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give them a thumbs up. Massive thank you again to Ron Road Cars for allowing me to drive this car for an hour or so, or take it out. Like I said, I'm interested in this car potentially. But yeah, if you want to see plenty more videos to come, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys very soon for another video. Cheers, bye.